Hi, my name is Anthony Boyce, Senior Consultant with CutConnect.com and creator of Emedicine Healthcare and telemedicine's platform designed specifically for independent physicians. Now, previously in my previous video, I talked about the number one question that I get from my clients who are physicians, which is, Anthony, how do I market my independent physician practice or my specialty practice? And so I said that after giving an overview, I would go in depth if I got good response from physicians who wanted to know, Anthony, what's that 5 step process? What's that 2 step process? What are the steps I would go through to go ahead and execute that for my practice? And in this video, the first of 5, I'm going to go into more detail on exactly how you do that. So stay tuned. I'll jump into the first one next. Now, the first step in in identifying the resources you need to market or how you market your independent practice, whether it be specialty, whether it be general, whether you're a dermatologist, an otolaryngologist, an orthopedist, and a cardiologist, whatever your area of specialty or general practice, it's first understanding the business piece. And so when you matriculate, when you finally graduate, you're out there in the world and you have to understand that you are a business. So looking at my notes here, you are a resource. And so business is the exchange of resources for value, in this case, money. And so since you yourself have spent the last several years of your life increasing your value, increasing your ability to apply and disseminate this knowledge, you are valuable. And so how do you want to structure that or get that out there into the world? First thing and most important thing in this first step is knowing that you have to be known. So when people know you, like you, and trust you, they do business with you. And so moving from obscurity, a new grad, going to work locums, not having any name recognition or reputation to leverage yourself, another way to build that reputation at scale is to leverage telemedicine. It's to get known. It's to get your name out there, not simply going to work in someone else's practice or thinking that you'll post some things on social media. It's encapsulating or packaging that value and saying, I'm here, this is what I offer, and I'm offering it to anyone who is interested in these particular services, whether it be general practice, whether it be podiatry, whether it be otolaryngology, whether it be whatever your area of specialty, it's getting known. And the best way to do that is to say, I am here available to you whenever you would like to access me in this way that provides a lower barrier for entry, and telemedicine is an exceptional way to do that. The second part and most important part, or part 2, is why telemedicine? So telemedicine for 3 primary reasons. So it's a low barrier for entry, like we talked about before. If I'm not feeling well, or I'm interested in dermabrasion, or I'm looking for a cardiologist, or I'm looking for a hematologist, and I'm on the number 1 search engine in the world, whether it be Google or the number 2, which is YouTube, or if I'm on Instagram or Facebook, or even word of mouth. If I'm looking for a reputable clinician, I'm going to use the number 1 resource that I have. Typically, it's going to be that mobile device that I have in my hand or my desktop. I'm going to search, and whomever comes up is who I'm going to start to research. Now, if you don't have an online presence, or if you don't have a robust online presence, that could be a challenge. So it's a low barrier for entry. It's an easy way to access you. They can see what you're about. They can see your short ad or your short post, and then also they can access you without having to drive anywhere, without having to leave their home or anything like that. So it's an incredibly lower barrier for entry, which means they're more likely to engage with you. Part B, you're closer to the client. So I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. I simply have to jump on my laptop or pick up my phone. And instead of just calling and setting up an appointment, I can access my desired physician right away. Or I can schedule an appointment for a convenient time for me to do that. from a comfortable place where I don't have to leave my comfort zone. So you're a lot closer. That's also a huge part. Definitely why telemedicine is a winner. Part C, you get a better return on your ad spend. So if you look at apples to apples, if you have physician A who is who has an advertisement or a social media post or is trying to move from unknown to known in the mind of that patient, and that patient encounters them, they still have to wait to access that physician. Whereas physician B, who's using telemedicine, can immediately, that patient can access them. They can see, oh, I see they have the same offerings. They're both GMs. They're both podiatrists or cardiologists or dermatologists. But I can immediately schedule a telemedicine appointment and immediately make my payment and immediately access that service. Whereas with this individual, I have to call the office. I might be able to schedule online, but I still have to wait. I still have to get in my car, travel, dress up, shower, whatever the case is. Whereas I get instant gratification here. It's the same reason why fast food exists. It shortens the time between desire and gratification. So for all those reasons, or those three main reasons, that's why telemedicine is a winner. Number three, it's a mobile business. So that means whether or not you're working locums or you're working in a hospital, excuse me, and you decide to relocate, when you've initiated the majority of your interactions with your patient base, or they're aware of you via telemedicine, they're always going to have that relationship with you. You're always going to be the owner of that relationship. They don't have it with A clinic or B clinic or C clinic. They have it with Dr. Smith, Dr. Jones, Dr. Turner, whoever you may be. My relationship is with you. And my relationship isn't contingent on a brick and mortar building. My relationship is contingent on my access to you, regardless of where it might be. So you might move halfway across town. That's okay. I still have an incredible amount of access to you, and therefore, for that reason, you are the owner of that relationship. Okay, and the last and fifth point, hopefully I've been pretty quick about these, but this is probably the most important. This is the bonus piece, is communication and direct marketing. So when you've initiated that relationship, whatever your initial investment, whatever your ad spend, you now have a relationship with that patient. You all have regular communication or a regulated means of communication where you now can initiate that communication in a way that doesn't require time from you. So for instance, if you wanted to notify all of your patients, not just that you're moving, but let's say that we're offering Botox or dermabrasion, or we're now doing summer screenings for sports, or we're doing back to school inoculations, if we're doing screenings for back to school, if we're doing yearly breast exams or pap smears, etc. These things now we can create templates to go out via email or WhatsApp or SMS to go out to our entire client base, and we can engage them all at one time rather than having our admin or whomever spend that time to say, hey, did you, this is Dr. Jones' office. We'd like to see you in for your annual, etc. It allows that high value or that human resource to be deployed in a way that's more valuable to the practice or myself as a clinician as a whole, rather than spending time on a task that can be automated and allow that in particular individual to take action on it, that patient. That patient can book a telemedicine appointment for triage, or they can book online, all through that same portal. And so, excuse me, we own the communication, we own the relationship, and that is the value. So, just to recap, one, the idea is to move from being unknown to being known. So known, like, and trusted. It's also to to leverage telemedicine for those reasons of one, it's a low barrier for entry. Two, we can determine how we engage and we get a better return on our investment. And then also there's a lower barrier for entry. And then of course, number three, it's a mobile business. It goes anywhere you do. If you're on vacation, you can still jump on for a bit and make yourself available and or decide not to at all. It also allows you to own that relationship. And then of course, the bonus, the communication piece. So I hope this has been incredibly valuable. This is the first in obviously 5 videos that we're gonna be doing, and be sure to follow us, subscribe, check us out on social media, and of course, if you're a clinician or a physician who has a question, book a quick 10-minute call with us. We'd love to hear from you and see if telemedicine is a good fit for your practice, or if there's a way that we can help you better market your practice. Of course, you can check us out at emedicine.healthcare. And of course, if you like consultation services or you'd like to get in connection with us, it's cutconnect.com. KUTKONNECT.com. My name's Anthony Boyce, and I'll see you in the next one.